the 1999 National League Championship Series. Tonight, it's Game 1. The New York Mets versus the Atlanta Braves.
Plus, he gave up more hits than any other pitcher in the league. 258 hits. That's very un-Maddux-like.
And a bouncing ball to the left side. Chipper Jones cuts in front of Weiss and takes care of Henderson.
And that's what Maddux will do to you. He will make you hit a lot of ground balls.
A breaking ball lined to left by Alfonso. Racing over for the catch is Gerald Williams, although he nearly overran it.
Well, that was the curveball, and then, as I said, that's his fourth best pitch. They hit him very well. Everyone else is kind of susceptible to Maddux.
A little tap back to the mound. A perfect first for Maddux and the Braves.
And here's Masato Yoshii. He's been pitching very well lately, so his 4.4 earned run average really
easily the lowest figure in Major League history. And obviously their fielding percentage was the best ever for a single season for a team. Gerald Williams on the first pitch shoots it right back up the middle for a leadoff single.
And when you say suffer, that's because he only drove in 110 runs, and you take and look at Ramirez in Cleveland, he drove in 165 runs because his men were always on base.
Williams is running. Piazza's throw is forced, and Williams steals it. The pitch missed, and the count goes to 3-1. In the postseason for the first time in his career, after more than 1,700 games managed in the majors. Up the middle, and Ordonez can't get it. Williams being waved home. It's 1-0 Atlanta.
And you have to either come in with a fastball or throw the splitter.
Boone goes, and now he can slow up. He strolls into second on the walk to Chipper Jones.
Well, he made two good quality pitches, two fastballs in on the hands. He fouled them both back.
And his 1-2 pitch is hit in the air to right. Cedeno moving over. Boone tagging at second as Roger makes the catch. Boone advances, runners at the corners with 2 out. Boone away from third, Jones from first, and the 1-1 pitch. Grounded to third, and Ventura has it. Across the diamond, low throw, and Olerud scoops it out. The Braves score 1 and leave 2, and after 1-0 Atlanta.
But if that's your drive hand, that's where you get your power from.
He reaches for it, rolls it toward the hole. Chipper Jones on the move, throws it out. Chipper Jones showing some range there. He was actually, will be crucial tonight. Greg Maddux lives on the corners. The question is, where is the corner in any given game? Lofted to left. Gerald Williams with the easy play. All you need to know about the baseball playoffs.
But you come inside every once in a while like he does there with a little cut fastball.
And a called strike 3. Maddox's first strikeout. He's set down the first 6 he's faced. That they beat over 162 games, but that earns a rematch under this playoff format. Perez drives one to right center field. Hamilton won't get there. It rolls to the wall. Eddie on his way to second, and he'll stop there with a leadoff double. Yoshii could use a strikeout. And he gets it as Piazza holds on to the foul tip.
Well, that's his first strikeout, and that's the first time he's really used his...
The negative reaction to the cortisone shot. A little pop wide of first and foul ground. Olerud back to snare it by the Tart. swings on the first pitch again and hammers it to center. Darrell Hamilton on the move for the catch. The leadoff double from Perez goes to waste. Still 1-0 Braves. Bottom of the order for the Mets in the top of the third against Maddux, who's retired 6 in a row. Not anymore. That string is broken. Cedeno, first pitch swinging, splits the gap, on his way for 2 and maybe more. He rounds second and holds there. Now the ball gets away on the throw back into the infield, and Cedeno makes third.
Good heads-up base running there by Cedeno because Maddux was backing up the play.
Mets with a chance to tie. Ordonez nubs one in front of the plate. It's picked up by Perez, and it's a fair ball. A fair ball, and he pegs it to Klesko at first for the out. With the infield in, the 2-0 pitch. Here comes the squeeze. He misses the bunt. They've got Cedeno hung up, and Perez faces him and tags him.
Get the run home.
Now Yoshii hits it right back to the mound. The Mets had a man on third with nobody out, and they squander the opportunity. To the bottom of the third at Turner Field. Still 1-0 Braves. Maddux has expended little energy through the first 3 innings, just 30 pitches. A bouncing ball to short. Ordonez, who last made an error on June the 13th, throws him out.
React a little quicker on the split finger, and you'll get him to chase a few pitches, especially if you can get ahead in the count. Another splitter.
Yoshii has it. Jones is done.
Brian Jordan never left him, and he really likes him as an RBI man and a good defensive right fielder.
A broken back bloop, and Alfonso drifts back to take it. Yoshii works a perfect third. First time that's happened for him. 1-0 Atlanta. The 0-2. Called strike 3 on 3 pitches. Maddux dispenses him.
Well, Maddux gets everyone with movement, trying to throw a strike. Maddux gets 2-0, and he throws a slider on the outside corner.
A drive to left center field. In pursuit, Jones with Williams. It splits them. On the track, Williams picks it up, and Alfonso has a 1-out double.
The only time Maddux gets hurt is when he gets the ball up. He got the ball up.
He bounced to the mound his first time up. Line to the right. It drops in front of the charging Jordan. Alfonso is stopped at third by Bruce Benedict.
Good play there in right field by Jordan. He was playing rather shallow anyway. And a good job by Benedict.
The bat is shattered. Chipper Jones plays it off his chest. Recovers in time to get him at first. But the run scores from third as Alfonso comes across to tie the game at 1.
Well, if Piazza keeps facing Maddux here, he's going to need a bat order.
And he walks him.
I think that was a situation where Maddux fell behind Ventura, and he wasn't going to give in. Olerud, Piazza, and Ventura, not your speedy runners that you like in the middle of the order.
Maddux has it. Winner of 9 consecutive Gold Gloves. Flips it over to Klesko to end the inning. But the Mets even the issue at 1 as we head for the bottom of the 4th.
You can get a lot of help from your catcher. He can guide you through these troubled waters.
Skies one to center. Actually left center field. Henderson over with Hamilton, and it's Henderson for the catch. The wind is blowing across from right field to left.
So Piazza's value is far more than just as an offensive player. He does a good job of calling pitches as well.
Andrew Jones, check swing, right back to Yoshii. 2 gone. Here, the combined figures 19 and 80. reaches for it, lifts it to left. Henderson started in, now goes back. The wind playing with it, and he takes it on the warning track. What's going on, says Ricky, when he made the play. Cedeno double to left center to start the third. Taps this one, and Maddux makes a leaping grab, and then shovels it over to Klesko.
This is how you win 9 straight Gold Gloves.
And ranks among the 9 or 10 greatest pitchers in the history of baseball, in the opinion of most. Squib toward first. Klesko has it unassisted for the second out. That in postseason play, Maddux has been very human. After his division series loss against Houston last week, as you see, he has generally pitched decently, ERA 3.02, but not magnificently as he has during the regular season. Another 1-2-3 inning as Yoshii rolls to Boone. A liner down the right field line. Cedeno had him played way off the line. Weiss on his way to second. And a leadoff double that snaps a string of 9 consecutive Braves retired by Yoshii.
Yoshii starts him off with a splitter, gets a strike, then he comes up and in.
He doesn't disguise his intentions. He squares, bunts it toward third. Yoshii stumbles as he picks it up. But Alfonso, covering first, makes a nice scoop. A successful sacrifice by Maddux. Weiss in third with 1 out.
And that could have been disastrous, and Yoshii hurt himself.
However, after he gets through this inning, trainer Fred Hina said that he will wrap it.
Craig, thanks. Gerald Williams grabs it through the thrown in infield. And Weiss drops home with a go-ahead run. Now the ball juggled and left by Henderson, and Williams moves to second.
Well, Gerald Williams has seen 3 pitches in this ball game.
Slice to right. Cedeno on the run. Dives and makes a wonderful catch. Retreating to tag is Williams, but he can't make it to third.
Just a great play in right field by Cedeno,
who's 0 for 2 tonight, but who led the Braves with 115 RBIs. Chipper Jones walked 126 times during the regular season.
And retiring the 1 hitter that they need in clutch situations, so he's pitched exceptionally well.
Another 2-2 pitch. A long drive to left center field. The ball's not carrying in that direction tonight, and at the edge of the track, it's Hamilton with the catch. On another night, that might have gone for the distance. The Braves score 1, they lead 2, and take a 2-1 lead to the 6th. Bounce to third on the short hop, Chipper Jones.
It's a nice play there by Chipper because he had to come in and try to get it on the short hop. He didn't get it clean, but he was on his way in, and it's...
If there's a 7th game, Leiter, probably his best clutch pitcher, would be ready to pitch it. Alfonso again rips one down the left field line, and it's in there, a fair ball. On his way to second with his second double of the night.
Well, he tries to get him out with a slider this time, and he doesn't get it down. He gets a slider, hangs it a little bit.
Alfonso with his lead from second. Another 0-2 pitch. Hit softly into center field. Here comes Andrew Jones to take it.
And that's where Andrew Jones playing shallow really helps him. He was playing shallow, and he got a good jump on the ball, and he made it an easy play.
Again on 1 and 2. Slow roll it to short. Weiss has it with time for Piazza. Alfonso doubles but doesn't come across. 2-1 Atlanta. Klesko drove in 80 this year while hitting .297 with 21 home runs. The 2-1 pitch is bounced to Olerud. It's off his glove. Does he have time to recover? No. The 2-2 pitch. Off the Holmes glove, picked up by Alfonso. Toward third base.
I mean, they do this routinely every day. This is just a beautiful infield to watch.
Braves got one in the bottom of the first. Mets tied it in the fourth. Atlanta goes ahead with one in the fifth. A long drive to left field. Turning is Ricky Henderson. To the track, to the wall.
Hangs the curveball inside it.
The opposite way, and it drops. A 2-out single, and Weiss is 2 for 3.
Mahomes was throwing a few curveballs, was hanging. He hung one to Andrew Jones. He hit it back through the middle at him.
The way Cox describes the major. Heat finishes Maddux, but Perez's homer gives the Braves a 3-1 lead as we move to the 7th at Turner Field. As he launches one into the Atlanta night. A sky-high pop, middle of the diamond, Chipper Jones. It finally comes down, and that's how difficult a chance it was. I mean, it was up there. About half a mile high. Which brings up Hamilton, who's 0 for 2. On the first pitch, a chance in center for Andrew Jones, who comes loping in and has it. He had only 23 career stolen bases. Bobby Valentine cut him loose. Goes the opposite way for a 2-out hit. The Mets trail by 2. Ordonez lines it, and Maddux spears it. For others, an act of self-defense and maybe a lucky play. But this guy has won every pitcher's Gold Glove in the decade of the 90s. And a new Met pitcher on the scene, Dennis Cook. In his 11th year in the majors, with his 8th different big league team. Shortstop Ordonez. It all seems routine with him. 1 out in the Atlanta 7th. And coming up on NBC. In on his fist, it's a fair ball. Ventura across the diamond to retire it. And now Chipper Jones bats. With 2 out and nobody on a couple of weeks ago, and another 3-2 pitch from Cook to Jones. Walked him. 3 free passes tonight for Chipper Jones.
Well, they actually pitched to him in this at bat.
Played defensive back for the Falcons. We're deciding to concentrate on baseball only. Jones goes from first, and Piazza won't even throw. 2-out stolen base.
I believe the way that the Mets hold you on allows you to steal the base if you're a good base stealer. It's because even if they throw it to first base, if he's moving back that way, you're not going to be able to stop and throw to second base.
And now they just complete the walk to Jordan. So the Mets trying to hang close, down by 2 runs with 2 turns at bat remaining. And he got him. The Braves strand 2 and still lead by 2 as we move to the 8th. With an ERA of 2.37, which is truly microscopic these days in baseball. Sitting on the sofa, watching ER on a Thursday night or something. Well, Morrow works a walk. Tomorrow afternoon, Mazzoni and company will be back in place at 4 Eastern time watching Game 2. They won all the other division titles beginning in '91 for which they competed. Henderson's little bouncer in front of the plate is grabbed by Rembrandts, and his only play is to first. and Mora moves to second with one down. A check swing, charging it is Boone. That takes care of Alfonso. Mora to third, but with two out.
Good pitch by Renwinder. The ball looked like it was going to be a strike, and at the last second, it's
Fought this year when Terry Lightenberg was hurt. He then saved 38. And he bangs over on 3 samples of high heat. Kirk Wendell, the right-hander who is as idiosyncratic as any lefty who's ever graced the major leagues. And he walks Andrew Jones to start the bottom of the 8th. Bringing up one of tonight's heroes, Eddie Perez, although relatively muted at this point. Perez looking to bunt after his power hitting earlier tonight. He slams on the brakes and makes Wendell chase him. Moving to second in scoring position with one out is Andrew Jones. The 1-1 pitch is hit the opposite way, and Ordonez dives and comes up empty. Jones being waved home. No throw from Henderson. Third hit of the night for Weiss, and a 4-1 Atlanta lead.
Going the Braves' way.
5 in extra inning games. They've won 31 games in their last time at bat. Weiss goes again. A swing and a miss for strike 3. The throw is not in time. Called strike 3. Williams disputes it, but only briefly. An insurance run in the bottom of the 8th. 4-1 Atlanta to end the 8th. Gets Piazza to roll it to second. Brett Boone. And they played small ball with the Perez homer thrown in. Called strike 3. A bouncing ball. Chipper Jones knocks it down and can't find it. Dunston's aboard. And it'll have to be scored. An error on Chipper Jones. 194 right-handed, 334 lefty. So they get him out of there and bring up Pratt. And it gets by Perez, sending Dunston to second. Scored a wild pitch. A line to the left. It'll drop for a hit. Heading home is Dunston. No play on him. 4-2 game and the tying run to the plate. Pratt delivers once again in somewhat less dramatic style than Saturday, but nonetheless he prolongs the 9th.
Good job by Pratt. He gets the
Rocker trying to save it for Maddux. Chipper Jones again knocks it down, snares it with the bare hand, and hits across the diamond to end it. Unusual night at third base for Chipper. But it's over, and Bobby V's team is in an 0-1 hole.
But remember, this is a 7-game series. There's a long way to go.